Hello, friends and enemies. It's me, V. Well, this is going to be a short video. I don't know if it will. I said it will. Hopefully, it will. Um, let's begin. I had the distinct pleasure slash fear of talking with people who had kids, and holy shit. Here's the thing. I want kids. I want a lot of them. I've always wanted, like, a lot of kids. I've always wanted kids. Well, actually, no. Apparently, I told my dad and my mom when I was 9 or 10, I don't want kids. And they said, "You don't?" She's like, "Nope, don't want kids." I said that to them because they repeated it to me. I don't know what it is, but I want kids. I've wanted kids. I don't know what age I wanted kids, but I think I was like 14, 13. I was like, I want kids. And let's see, the awesome, beautiful things that I found out with childbirth. Like, I want kids. I want to get pregnant. I want to have a baby, but I'm also welcome to, I want kids. Here's the thing, though. There's several caveats where I'm like, do I really want to have a baby? Uh, Number one, death. That's a big fucking one, especially living in the United States. Our maternal, our our maternity with the of mortem. There was the word. I had the word in my head and then lost. Okay, so there's pregnant women that die before childbirth, during childbirth, and post childbirth. And if you're black, you're like 2 to 3 times more likely to die during childbirth or after, which makes me go, do I really fucking want to risk my life? My life? Really? And they always are like complications from childbirth. But when I look at the medical establishment as a whole and the issues that I've had as an obese black woman, as a black woman, and then an obese black woman, oh, there's a reason I don't go to the doctor, which I should. I should definitely go to the doctor. But I've had doctors when I was younger and smaller. I was like, I'm trying to lose weight. Let's see. I had one that was condescending to me when she was like, "Oh, are you having sex?" I'm like, "No." I was 23, 24. She goes, "Good girl." And it was like a prize that I'm not having sex at the time, and I was like, "Okay, awesome. Great. Thanks for telling me I'm a good girl because I'm not having sex." What the fuck kind of shit is that? I had another one where I was actively making the round, making the thing of exercising, getting up, getting in steps. I had a pedometer at the time and I was like, I need to get in steps. And I told her, I said, I really got to 10,000. I got to 10,000 steps. I'm doing it. And she goes, that's not exercise. For someone who is 3,000 steps a day, getting 10,000, 8,000, I would purposely get up and start walking. And she downplayed it. This was 2000 and I want to say it was 2002 or 3. But yeah, I was like, okay, fuck it then. And I wasn't actively going out of my way to get my steps in. I had another doctor who tried to get me to get on medication because I told her I want to lose weight because, again, my knees, my legs, I wanted to get this shit under control. So she got me metformin. Okay, cool, awesome. She then says, I'll take you off metformin and I'll put you on something else. Now, some people, there's a chance with some people, because of some people, they've had heart issues. The other thing is you'll have oil coming, the oily stool or whatever, but the risk, the outcome is so much better than the risks. I went, heart issues. What kind of heart issues? Heart attacks and death. Heart attacks. She said heart attacks. I don't remember the majority of that, but I soon left and I didn't go back to any other doctor. I should go back to a doctor. Haven't go back to a doctor. I could have all sorts of things that are fucking with me right now, but I'm fearful of going back to doctors because of those experiences. That's fucked up. If I get pregnant, that means I have to go to a doctor, actively go to a doctor, have them monitor me. I don't want that shit. The other thing that happened, as you may or may not know, I had my wisdom teeth taken out. Now, the first one on this, it cracked. Yeah, it should have been taken out. These other two, not so much. The other three, not so much. They were actually fine the way they were. They weren't bothering me. They weren't fucking with me. They helped me chew and eat foods, especially hard foods, that, it's hard for me to chew sometimes because I'm like, what the fuck? But they told me that I had something, something. So instead of bone being near this part of my teeth, they said there's fibers and that there's a chance they could fall out or some shit. What? 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 And then I'm finding out from friends and people I talk to that, oh yeah, when you get pregnant, sometimes you lose your teeth. You mean to tell me that if I get pregnant, this child, this fetus of mine is going to suck the nutrients out of my body to the point where I lose teeth? Also, I have to deal with possibly them breaking one of my ribs because they're just moving around going, fuck your ribs, fuck your stomach. These are things where I'm like, do I really want to do that? And the number one reason where I'm like, I'm thinking like, do I want to have kids? Do I want to adopt? I do want to adopt. I definitely want to adopt. I'm just thinking like, do I want to be pregnant and then possibly die from it? Or would I adopt? And if I adopt, awesome. I'm more than willing to adopt. I was thinking, do I want to adopt kids, babies, teens? But then I'm like, would the teens like me to adopt them? Would they be like, hey, yo, I have my own family, ma'am. You can back the fuck away. I don't know. And now my brain is like going in all these different directions. But the other thing, on top of I want kids, is the fear, the huge fear that I will lose my identity and myself. I have seen a lot of my friends, and I don't know if it's just race or what, but I'm seeing a lot of my friends or white friends who stop being Julia, the funny bubbly girl. She's now Julia. She's now what the fuck? Maxwell's mom. She's now Maxwell's mom. Julia is now Maxwell's mom. She lost her name. She's now this little shit's mom. Okay. Max is fine. Max is fine. Maxwell is a perfect baby. I mean, he's okay. He's okay. I've never seen him. He's whatever. My point is, I do not want to lose my identity. Veronica, funny, bubbly, most likely autistic, self-diagnosed autistic woman. I don't want to lose who I am right now in this space and just be like, oh, that's such and such's mom. I would love to keep my identity and be known as Veronica, who also has, 2 kids. Or 5 kids. I think 3 kids are fine. 3 kids I would like. I feel like 3 kids would be just perfect for me. It's the sweet spot. The only issue with 3 kids is when it comes to relationships, they said that by the 3rd kid in a marriage, it either makes or breaks the couple. There was a study. Apparently there was a study, and then I looked at my friends and I'm like, they're on baby 3. Yeah, they broke up. Their relationship was shitty to begin with. But this 3rd baby made them go, nope, and back the fuck away from each other. Whereas another group, they had their 3rd kid. They're still together, as far as I know. I haven't gone on Facebook. They could have broken up. I don't follow them as much, but who knows? The point is, I do not want to lose my identity. My identity is me. It is what makes me me. At the same time, do I want to be a stay-at-home mom? No, but I sure as shit give a lot of credit to people who become stay-at-home parents. That shit is hard. Cleaning up a house, I make sure to do it once a week. But if I had a little person that I have to make sure, to keep alive, at the same time of keeping this little person alive, making sure that, oh yeah, I eat, I've make sure the house is clean and some shit. I could see myself getting stressed out and things. I could see myself being like, oh my gosh, most likely my health would be affected because I would be so focused on this, on keeping this human being, this little person alive and not dead. That would be my main goal, and I'd focus on it, and it'd be like a Tamagotchi, except a Tamagotchi, it's a computer game, and this is real life. I do feels like sometimes babies are Tamagotchis, but you really got to make sure that you're feeding and walking with this baby, not walking, but doing whatever, going outside with the baby. So, their brains learn shit. Oh, this is something I learned. So there was a study where Americans, and then there was also another study I think they did as well. I want to say in France, but the American one I remember, that's where they had 42 American babies, and they said, let's see what happens if we have babies and we feed them, but we don't interact with them. So they had nurses that came and fed the baby. They weren't allowed to hug the baby or anything. And the researchers watched as each of the 42 babies died. This was 1940s. Because they wanted to see what would happen if you didn't, introduce hugging and physical touch and everything. Not physical touch, but the babies would be also, after they pooped, they would be changed and that sort of stuff and burped. But they weren't having interactions where people were like, hey, how's it going? Aren't you so cute? Da, 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 da. They weren't having the socialization with the human, with adults. And as a result, all 42 babies died. I think about that study and it fucks with me. I'm sorry I brought it up right now, but at the same time, it fucks with me. And I think other people should know about this. That's a study that we did. Why did we do that study? I don't want that. I want to make sure that the babies or kids that I have know I love them, give them hugs. At the same time, I am not spanking them. Y'all can miss me with the, oh my God, Ronica, you should spank your kid. Fuck that shit. I was spanked. Guess what? I learned to kind of be sneaky. Then they went to punishment. You know what got me is when I got silent treatment or no one talked to me. That shit was, that's warfare right there, okay? That fucked with me more than getting spanked or grounded and not being able to see TV. Okay, whatever, I'll live. But no, that's what happened to me. And I'm not spanking my kids. I will talk to my kids and be like, okay, this is why I'm upset with you. I'm doing gentle parenting. The thing that I think people forget about when they're doing gentle parenting is it takes a while. Some of the things that I've seen people do online where they're like, gentle parenting doesn't work. There was a woman who was talking to her baby. She's like, stop, baby, stop. Stop. See, that works. And I'm like, you were laughing and giggling with the baby. Right now, baby thinks you're motherfucking Jekyll and Hyde because you're yelling at the kid. Also, I'm glad that my parents never did this. What the fuck is up with parents disciplining their kids and then putting that shit online? That's fucked up. Because what you're telling that human being that you purposely or unconsciously decided to have, you're telling that child, that kid, that teen, I don't trust you. And what do I mean by I don't trust you? They're, the kid lies or whatever. Instead of them talking to the kids and being like, what's going on, this and that, you have the parents that are burning the kid's shit, that are doing all these things. And what you're telling the kid is, When you turn 18, you can get the fuck out and you'll never see, don't ever, I expect to never see you again. I had a classmate whose mom did something like that, where her mom was very strict, yelled at her for the silliest of shit. Like the mom bought, I think, like a 5-pound bag of Halloween candy. Told the girl she couldn't have any. The girl had like 3 pieces. We're sophomores. The mother curses her out, grounds her, hits her. You know what happened? That girl became very secretive. She started to drink and hid the drinking, and also she got pregnant, and then fucked it right out of her mom's house. When you do things like that, what you're teaching your kid is, I don't have respect for your boundaries. Everybody has to have respect for boundaries. At the same time, with me being a parent, I want my kids to know that you can tell me what's going on and we will deal with it. If you're coming to me and saying, look, I'm pregnant, holy shit, we're going to fucking deal with it. We're going to talk about it, figure out the options, whatever you decide, fine. But just know that whatever you decide, me, will be behind you 100%. It's going to be hard as fuck. But if you decide you're keeping the baby, guess what? That means you go to school, you come back, you do this. You don't get to be a kid anymore because now you've chosen a role of being the adult. And it sucks. I'm sorry, but your whole life is going to be around this baby. I'm not doing that thing of, oh no, I'm going to let her be a kid. No. There are consequences to your actions. The actions of my consequences. So that's where we're going right now. I spoke a lot. I said this was going to be a short-ass video, and I lied. I keep lying. Why do I keep lying? Okay. I will let you guys go. And as always, fuck Tom Brady. It's December 1st, which means it's Vlogmas for whoever the fuck is doing Vlogmas. Congratulations. I hope you guys are doing well. I still got asthma. And as always, fuck Tom Brady.